Let's get it. Yeah, if you ain't in here, get in here. We starting off today, man. Shout out to everybody. We just up, feeling real powerful, sipping this coffee. Thought I'd tap in today and speak on the subject, man. I've been hearing a lot about this, man. So I'm gonna let one of my brothers tell y'all a little something. We tuning in live today from the Marcel Bey, Facebook page. I'm gonna do it a little academic style today. Shout out to all you know, the Facebookers, even though I don't even be out here no more, man. This shit's so whack and slow. If y'all wasting time on here, as you see, Marcel Bey, you can continue to follow me. Shout out to the 1.9K followers. And as you see, I'm following zero. You dig? And that ain't no offense to nobody, but that's just how, you know, man, coming into this new year, coming into this year that just passed, as I sit here, thinking about, how great things is, going through my Quran, going through my other little book that I study, um, actually just continuing to focus on me. I want y'all to do the same thing, which, if y'all ain't got it, go get it. And this segues into me, to what I was trying to speak on today. It was a brother speaking. I want y'all to check this brother out, man. He's some of my New York brothers. One thing about knowledge, you can't really judge something unless you hear it. We got so many of our brothers and sisters out here claiming to know things. But see, I'm coming from a more perspective of once again, anybody who follow me, sometimes people ask me what do Bay mean? Because those who went to school with me, they know my name, Markel Bogan. Those from the streets, they know me as different things. Those around the world know me as Mr. Bogan. The bank know me as Markel. You did. But no, they be asking me what the Bay mean. And, I'm going to be honest with you. It's tied into some things I study that ain't meant for the internet, and it's and I had a powerful. In fact, I gotta go back because the question was, people think everything easy. You got my brother right here. This is a good brother I study. If y'all ain't subscribed, if you really want some of that metaphysical knowledge, tap in to Black Magic 363. I don't promote much on my channel or page, but these is one of the pages that I study. But my brother right here said some deep stuff. And I want to go back here for a minute because the thing is, the question was, so everybody, and he was answering this question better than I can.
That is associated to magnets or light codes or both. And that's the answer.
Indeed. What book can I get as a beginner?
The book is The People That Be Around You, your cipher around emotional intelligence.
Okay, excuse me. I want to bag it up to a part where I want to catch, because I know y'all probably ain't gonna listen long because you already probably judging. But these my guys from New York. Shout out to all the Griselda fans. This brother A.A. Rashid, he be on the front of West Side Guns and them music sometime. You got to be tapped into the New York. That's one thing about it. I'm internationally known, locally accepted. So shout out Saginaw, Michigan. But they love the God body all over. But yeah, the question was,
write your book and remember how you feel when you felt the worst. When you didn't feel.
Okay, so the question was, because just like with me, I run across a lot of y'all in the streets, and the questions y'all ask me sometimes have an answer in the question. You know your answer. We all know what we know. You have four type of people in this world. Those that know and know that they know, those that don't know and know, those who think they know and don't know, and those that don't know and don't want to know. I know and know that I know. Some of you know and don't know that you know. But let's just follow it a minute because I feel this exact same way. You just Zach,
Express yourself. Yeah, I said, remember how you feel to get over, to get the religious pressure off your shoulders if you're a true beginner. Three Magic Words by U.S. Anderson. You feel like that again. Before
Mm.
you try to be a book that people need to really write is the book of emotional intelligence. Write your book and remember how you feel when you felt the
See,
worst.
don't get lost. I'm gonna bring y'all up to speed. What he telling the guy asked him what book can he get as a beginner on this journey. So doggy, he's so and just like me, I'm not gonna sit down and go downstairs and pull you up, but I'm gonna drop down, a few jewels you can get up, which is what I do. Shout out to everybody who support me. I'm gonna get to that portion of this in a minute, but I wanted to see how like minds think in these certain ways. So what he telling people is write your book, and the way you start writing your book is
When you didn't feel good, remember how you felt and make a notation of that. And then remember that you crazy if you keep doing the same shit that makes you feel like that again.
I agree. Um, Many of us complain. I ran into a few people lately complaining. They letting these holidays drain them. I mean, they wondering how they finna keep up with this quote unquote old way of thinking that don't work for us no more. So every time you feel like that, you need to understand that you need to understand.
Before you try to be deep with people, you want to be in the community. You heard, and get your feelings hurt when shit don't go the way you go or the way you want
And
it.
that's how a lot of people, a lot of y'all, man, you know, how y'all mad at people who no longer want to think, you know, in the old way of thinking that keeps us in bondage. And then you go against that and, attempt the crabs in the bucket syndrome unconsciously. But we finna get to one point and I'm gonna move on.
You gotta really just create because a book really means in Hebrew the word book can also mean sefer or cipher. Your book is the people that be around you. Your cipher around you is your book. So who are you? You heard?
Who are you? Who are you? So if you watching this, the one, two, three people who do watch my videos, shout out to y'all, much love because as you see what I'm doing, I'm making mine for more of people who would actually watch. This is not for um, Facebook. I don't do nothing for the gram. I do it for the fam. My Instagram, Marcel Bey _X. And as you notice, I don't post much on there, but I'm living there today. But he gonna get to a point, and then I'm gonna hit another point, and then I'm gonna get up out of here after I share another few points and do a few shout outs. But we rock.
Mm.
Everybody think that's just because we write books that everybody thinks that they could write a book too. That's wild. I'll be like, that's
It is wild. Man, that's why I say that's my nigga. Shout out to A Rashid. It is wild. Everybody think just cause we write books that they can write a book, and that's wild. Which leads me, I'm gonna go here for a minute and on that thought because if you do want to write a book and think you can write a book, you can. Shout out to everybody who bought. That's still for sale. Shout out to everybody who bought it. As you see, Blizz Blackman, I'm still shout him out. Go check his music out. Blizz 2 times. I ain't forgot about the ones who supported me. This his post. He one of the many, many, many people who bought it. He said this book is getting good, bro. No cap. I don't even want to leave my seat because it's so fire. Y'all gotta go get a copy. Tap in with Mark Hill back. You did. And that's old Blizz Blackman, man. Blizz 2 times. He got the music out. And my point is saying that is this. If you're thinking about writing a book, but haven't got no, let's go back. We want to keep it on the we want want to keep everything official. But anyway, I hope y'all, rocking out this morning, man. I'm up sipping this good coffee, waiting on this great sun to come up. If I told y'all it was 5 something in the morning, you wouldn't believe. But you got to be up with the birds. Early bird get the first worm. But that's a cliche, but it still rings truth. Actually, I'm on my way to Grand Rapids today. Shout out to all my folks down there. Shout out to O&E Eatery. Shout out to Big Tone's Barbecue. Shout out to D's Barbershop. Man, shout out to everybody all through Wyoming, Kentwood. But anyway, if you're thinking about writing that book but haven't got started yet, let's start now. From starting your book to informing and guiding you to copyright and publish your work for sale on various platforms, M-Bay's book writing course is for you. We're trying to make reading great again, people. Everybody got a story, share yours. You did. And that's what $100 a session. It ain't gonna break. We spend that on shoes, $100 a session. You can contact me at 216-399-0780 or by email at mbogan77 at hotmail or baym7585 at gmail. But let's get back to what my dog just broke down. That was dope.
Interesting. When people tell me they about to write a book and it get your feelings hurt when shit don't go the way you go or the way you want it, you gotta really just create because a book really means in Hebrew the word book can also mean sefer or cipher. Your book is the people that be around you. Your cipher around you is your book. So who are you? You heard? Everybody think that's
okay. Now let's go back to that question. Hope I ain't lose you. You feel me? Should I roll up? Nah, we're gonna keep this kid friendly because somebody, one thing for sure, two things for certain, man. The streets always watching, and I know a lot of y'all watching, man. But once again, it's what we do. I got something special coming, and I'm gonna teach y'all with action. And as you see, I keep a lot of my moves silent. You hear I'm traveling here, you hear I'm traveling there. You heard somebody say they seen me. I'm everywhere, they never there, but we make our moves in silence, man. And I can't teach y'all something that requires silence. I can't teach y'all that with words. Unfortunately, y'all would like that. I don't communicate like that. I'm like a dog. I never speak, but I understand. Shut up, ho.
just because we write books that everybody thinks that they could write a book too. That's wild. I'll be like, that's
Wow.
interesting. When people tell me they about to write a book and I know you don't know shit, I inside giggle. And I say,
Now, only reason I'm playing this because I relate to that, man. You know how many people you know um they tell me that, and I tell them how I wrote mine, what brought about me getting started, what triggered me to even believe in myself enough to write. All praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is I'm a servant of, which is the head of my life, which is just God, your God, my God, our God. But yeah, it was something got to trigger you. So I laugh sometimes too. I'm with you, AA.
wow, what the fuck are you writing about? You heard? And then I'll be like, oh, okay. You just want to express yourself. You heard? I said,
Exactly. And that ain't what we trying to do. When I wrote my book, man, this dedicated to my brother, man, Antoine Jones. And in case you can't see the shirt, this him on the front. Legends never die. So this book, man, contrary to popular belief, this wasn't wrote on no. This was wrote out of pain. You did.
say, okay, I get it. Well, you don't need an audience to do that. You feel me? For real. You should have some experiences and some I tell young people, especially young men, you need to read opportunistically. You need to be reading
Now what he's saying, you want to write out of because you saw somebody else write or something. But dig this, bro. We write out of pain, out of experiences. You know how much experience in this book and how much pain and jail time and caskets and funerals this reading this can say you and see that it's people that done what you gonna try to do and it, you really will see, it get real out here, man. So I got another piece I'm gonna play on here because I mean this, and then we're gonna move on.
Books that can give you power to manipulate things around you, not abuse, but manipulate. Manipulate is not a bad word, for real. So you ain't got no business um being if you wear dirty ups, right? And you don't get haircuts, I don't think you should be deep. You heard? I think you should master how to get you some clean uptowns and get you a haircut. You heard? And then try to manipulate humans. You heard with the deep shit and like this, like this. I don't want to hear about reptilians. I don't want to hear about the MSG, the GMOs, the what's that shit? The trip pandemic. They got 3 new diseases coming down. That did the secret architecture of our nation's capital, right? So the African American has to wake up and understand totally that they have a deep spiritual tradition that encompasses a knowledge of not only Native American sciences, but you got West African sciences, you got sciences from Mali, you got traditions that you have created so many innovations that have made people's life easier during the most servitude. You some of the most giving people in the world. And we are not. My culture is not black men and women.
Now, dig this. I'm with him on that, man. A lot of y'all, since I was young, they've been trying to say I'm antisocial. They've been trying to, and even now, they done put a jacket on my back again, man. Shout out to all y'all, you know what I mean, who we don't mesh well, and y'all done put that jacket on my back. Y'all got these folks, you know, confused about the movement, but I got news for y'all. I agree with him on this.
Women arguing on the internet. My culture
Y'all ain't my people if you're doing any of this. You did.
is not somebody that sing raps to the ghetto getting killed in the ghetto. That's not my culture. My culture is
Mine did.
not nobody playing with the ancient spirituality and the nuances that they may possess internally on the external world just to be seen.
Shout out Vito Boog, all my other fallen soldiers. Now what he said, because he's an intellectual. We ain't with the people who trying to show what we know on the external world just to be seen. That's the internet. That's you clout chasers. That's you need like Twitter fingers, man. Turn the trigger fingers, turn the Twitter finger. And I say that with all due respect.
And I hang out with those who have licensia, who have been initiated to even speak about higher spiritual concepts. I don't hang out or commiserate. If somebody ain't talked to me in the last 90 days, then or text or call, I don't really know you. You need to stop walking around acting like we know each other for real. That we contemporaries because we not.
It is born.
So
now I'm gonna end that on that, and I'm gonna replay that because I want to get this understood, man. You did. Let me make sure everything official. What we got on here? What we got on the time? Oh, everything's still official. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go back to this, and I'm gonna be real, man. I'm with him on this.
And we are not. My culture is not black men and women arguing on the internet. That's really what I love you. If the external world just to be seen. And I hang out with those who have licensia, who have been initiated to even speak about higher spiritual concepts. I don't hang out or commiserate. if somebody ain't talked to me in the last 90 days, then or text or call, I don't really know you. You need to stop walking around acting like we know each other for real. That we contemporaries because we not. Word is bond. So I use my sciences to advance.
All right, we're gonna get out of here, man. Shout out AA Rashid, man. That boy on this. But yeah, man, like I say, man, it's a beautiful day the creator done made, man. Let me scroll back up. Hey man, Facebook done got so dead now. I don't even see why some of y'all even still on here. Let's scroll up to it for a minute and see what I ain't miss. So, I just said I was gonna try something new and start. I hope y'all been checking on my I see people still clicking on the videos. Shout out to everybody, man. I've been having fun making them. As you see, I'm making one live now. Man, they say you looking good too, boy. See, I put a picture up maybe once a month. Hey, shout out to everybody, man. I had to come clean with this. Shout out to everybody, man, who been. We did shout out I'm light skinned Asia. Shout out Tina. Man, y'all show love, man, with them two moving jobs back to back, man. That was nice look. That was y'all broke bread, man. And as y'all can see, man, we ain't had a complaint yet. We been going strong all summer, man. Shout out Rifkin Steel for exchanging all that scrap for me and throwing me all these. I got him over there throwing me all these receipts. In fact, hold on. Yeah, shout out the great Rifkin Steel. If y'all into moving and hauling, get with me because I definitely do contract work. Shout out to Rifkin Steel, man. All them business we done this year, man, and all the other receipts we got all around. That's Rifkin Steel, located at 1011 North Washington Ave, Saginaw, Michigan, 4601. If you got your scrap and you ain't got, call me. But I mean, I'm finna be located somewhere, so I'm gonna get a moving game to the game. I'm gonna get a game up, but that's how you get it, man. You get your scrap, you get your truck, you get out here, you get you get your appliances, you pick them up, you take them to the scrap yard, and then on days you got moving jobs, you got that paper coming in, then you get your EIN and your LLC, which is what that is, we definitely a registered company. So shout out the IRS. Shout out the IRS because they definitely assigned me a EIN. So you can tap in, man, and everybody will tell you, man, we do great business, man. So yeah, man. With that being said, let's go. Let's take a moment of silence and go through this little home page and see who talking about something on here. This shit so dead, man. Y'all need to log out. I see some people on here acting a fool. Shout out Stream, who else I see? Oh, that's shout out Nip. Shout out Nipsey Russell, man. Young OG from the hood, man. Shout out Nipsey Russell. I ain't gonna hate. That's one thing I like about Facebook. You can run across. Let's go on this Brick City Dog page right quick. Shout out to Daniel Heights. Projects and Community. Roy San, how you doing? I know you and I were doing great things. Shout out the whole family. We rock with y'all. Oh, it must be Roy San's birthday. Oh, that's what that is. But yeah, we gonna get up out of here. Let me go back over here real quick and see what's going on. Where we at? We 24 minutes in. You know what? I'm gonna go and get up out of here. But I'm gonna talk about this first. Somebody asked me this. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The business scene in Saginaw, it's all right. It's just I ain't with the fly by night. Overnight. Like I say, man, universal law states you got anything you work hard for, it lasts. Anything come easy, leave fast. That's why a lot of people who act in PPPs and them CCCs, that shit gone in the wind. Um, It's okay, but I say with the population alone, I use the analogy you can't strike gold in a silver mine. Shout out to the blues singer who said that you can't strike gold in a silver mine. So me being a person who's been to 20 some states, just got back from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, maybe a couple weeks ago. Just got back from Grand Rapids. The last few, I went twice last week. I got some shout out to everybody up there. It's cool, but you can't strike gold in a silver mine. I want to say this, man. Hey, y'all, man, don't let these holidays get to y'all, man. Let's go to the. We gonna have to go. Let's see what's going on with this. I want to see what's going on with these holidays. These holiday sales, finna tell y'all, but for real, man, black people, don't let this stuff stress y'all out of y'all. Can't get them PS4s and them PS5. Just leave it alone, cause these y'all ain't gonna wanna y'all ain't gonna wanna wake up January thinking about them
Back in
big
2000,
sales.
I invested $10,000 in these
But
31
anyway,
ounce
yeah,
gold
shout out
coins.
to everybody
Today,
who rocking with me,
these
man.
coins
I'm
are
just
worth
playing with
40,000.
this stuff, having fun.
It's officially November, which means Christmas sales will be here before you know it. With deals from
Don't
Amazon,
fall for
Walmart,
these
and Target
Christmas
on
sales, y'all.
best-selling
Look at all
items like
this.
TVs.
You know how many years we done bought all these kids, all these family members, all these gifts, and just turn around and people just, it ain't the same, man. We know the truth now. So stay away from that. We don't need no more Dr. Dre beats. He don't even own the company no more. We don't need no vacuums. Ain't nobody finna eat no bread on him. And then no boy need no $300 headphones anyway. And they got him. You know what? Let me talk about this shit before I get mad. And that's why I say y'all don't fall for that crap. Don't dare go out of here and fall for that bullshit this year. But if once again, if you know, man, we gonna tap up out of here because I might edit this down anyway. But shout out to everybody. Oh, I gotta go back, yeah, because I did want to say. I wanted to say this before I get out of here. I wanted to say this before I get out of here. Shout out to everybody who supported me this year, man. In any way, man. I promise you, even though I've been low key, I've been off the scene, man. Probably when you've been seeing me, I've been flying past. You feel me? And or I've been in and out of somewhere. I don't do too much standing on no corners. So it's if I seen you this year, I say it was good to see you, man, because it had been a while. I was on a 10-year hiatus. Unlike these other boys, I ain't scared to get out here and get it. Long live Vito, long live everybody. I really, really, really want to do some stuff. I'm gonna play with this, but it's gonna, as you see now, we powered by StreamYard, and I ain't really no computer literate type person, but we learning it, man. So I promise you, if you bought a book from me, and if you haven't bought it, go get it. Make sure you can see it because I'm using green screen. But if you ain't got to go get it, man, looking at my project window, available on all platforms, preferably Amazon, because that's where I get my fastest and quickest, most royalty payments. So preferably shout out Amazon. But we're gonna be back at y'all, man. We're gonna tap out. And once again, don't let these holidays get you down, man. One.